Yo, so what's going on, guys? We are continuing the Juggernaut with Every Gun Show, because where you see Jugs, you're gonna see Pwn. We are kicking today's Juggernaut with Every Gun Show off with the ACR 6.8. I don't know why they put the little pointer, the decimal, or whatever the hell you want to call it in there. Anything that, I just hate when people do that. This is the new Ladtosh 2.0. I don't like when I see 2.0. Just say it's 2. It's the same damn thing. So anything, just think of that. Everything that starts throwing numbers in there, trying to sound cool or sophisticated, dies. Think of AOL. As soon as they put AOL 2.0, that shit died. Who cares about their internet? It went downhill. So this may be the one exception where you actually put it in there. I don't know why it's 6.8. I wasn't quite 7. I don't know. Somebody's going to tell me in the description below why it's the 6.8. But, random weird names aside, I mean, it's just stupid. Just call it the fucking ACR. I'm sorry. I'm so raged. So, with that aside, you guys know what's going on. I'm playing on Fallen. This is my least favorite map. I know you guys are like, what are you talking about? I've had Moabs on this. I've played games. I just do not like the build of the map, and I do not like the access, because a lot of people will camp on top of the building I just killed that guy on, or they'll be up in a window somewhere. I just think there are too many spots for people to camp, therefore this map becomes annoying and unplayable to me. So this is like the one map that I never like playing. I hate playing it. I'll only play this map if I'm forced to. And then I'm sitting there like, yeah, I don't want to. So, random stuff aside, I wanted to talk to you guys about a little something, I guess. And one thing I wanted to ask you guys, actually, before we hop into the topic is and I noticed this. I'm a little OCD. I'm a little, a little crazy and cranky, and I'm a perfectionist. I don't like seeing things go wrong. I don't like seeing any issues. So, like take for example, today I was burning a movie for my little brother, and I happened to, typo on the disc, so I misspelled it or something like that. It was, actually, okay, so it wasn't for my little brother, it was for my mom. It was Conan the Barbarian, but I named it Conan the Bavarian. So it was like 2 B's, and I fucked up the R, and just that one little thing made me just crush the disc and re-burn it. I'm seriously that anal about certain things, and it's not everything, it's just some things that bother me. And another example is I took a shower this morning. Yes, guys, I do occasionally bathe. It's in between rounds, you know what I mean? So I was taking a shower, and I'm one of those guys that likes full bars of soap. And I don't know what you guys are probably like, what do you mean, Pwn? And I know I'm probably got you guys all super hot, sexy, and wet right now thinking about me in the shower. But I like full bars of soap. After about 10 or 20 uses, I won't use the bar of soap anymore. And I usually just lather it on my body, then use a rag, rub it in, and and in case my gun goes off, I pre-fire. That's not my fault. I just like and then one of the things is once you use the soap for so many uses, it starts to obviously shrink. It just disappears because you've used it so much, and you know how that shit works, right? So when the bar gets to the point where it's like half of its size no more, and I just can't hold it in my hand anymore, it becomes just like a burden. I can't really clean my armpits, my back, anything like that. I don't really like using that bar of soap anymore, and once it loses its thickness, it's no longer comfortable in my butt. It's got to be thick, guys. So it's just one of the things I'm OCD about. I wanted to put that in there. I wanted to ask you guys if you guys are a little bit crazy or anal or OCD about anything. Let me know what you guys think about certain things, or you guys have some sort of complications or things that you really, really have to have done a certain way. Everybody is guilty of having, conditions or issues similar to that. Maybe not, bathing soap, but, I've heard some crazy ones out there. So, I was just curious if anybody else had any weird ones like that. So, with that aside, I wanted to talk about something. I've got an ear infection, guys, and I know I'm super, super excited for an ear infection. It's not cancer, guys. It's just an ear infection, but I get ear infections probably 4 or 5 times a year, and my ear infections are really, really bad. I've had 13 surgeries on my ears. I don't know if you guys have known that. I've had a lot of health complications over my life. I have had bad ears. I've had asthma. I've got scoliosis. After a car accident, my back got even messed up even more. I've got extreme major bonage. No, that's actually a term. I do have that. So I've got a few health complications, and I have an ear infection right now, and I'm just trying to maintain what's going on. I sleep with a fan every night, which obviously doesn't help, and it got really, really bad. And the one time, I don't know if I ever told you the story, is I was taking a trip to Florida one time. Actually, I've been to Florida twice. Both times I didn't do shit. And it's because of my ears. My ears cock block a nice vacation to Disneyland. Disney World, I'm sorry, it's a different one. So what happened is the first time was crazy. I was probably, 12 years old, something like that, going to Disneyland for my first time, Disney World, and was super excited to go to Florida, check all that stuff out. I was 12-year-old, you know what I mean? Mickey Mouse, fuck yeah, handshake. So it was going to be pretty cool. And on takeoff of the flight, busted my eardrum, just horrible. It was the most painful thing I've ever had. I've broken bones, but the internal damage is probably the worst. You guys that have had anal, you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's once it's something inside, it hurts a lot worse than just a simple thing. I don't know. I definitely compare a broken eardrum is probably far worse. I think I've broken my nose and my wrist and stuff like that. That's just simple stuff. But the eardrum hurt worse than anything I've ever dealt with, and it's just one of my complications. The second time we were going down there, and I literally am not allowed to swim because anytime I swim, whether or not I have, and my ears are messed up too, so no actual earplugs work. I went in and spent $90 on specially made, crafted, molded earplugs for me to go swimming, and they still don't work. Anytime I go swimming, and occasionally when I shower, water gets inside my ear, and I've got an ear infection, and I'm out for days, guys. Sometimes I can't even get up for like 2 weeks. So, I lost one of my jobs one time because of that. So, it's one thing I deal with. It's one of my little health complications. I just want to let you guys know it's a weird story. So I went down to Florida for the second time. Went swimming the first night in the heated pool. We got in about 10 p.m. Wanted to go for a dip. Woke up the next morning, and I gave away. And it was for my birthday, too. So I had, all the packages set up. I had to give them away to my mom. My mom was supposed to pay me back, but she just sold out on me. She kept the damn money and the tickets. Biatch!